Hey everyone, I'm here with a man named Siva. He's from India, and I will be talking about his unique program called AIWO that I've been on twice. And I think it's a super unique program, and I wanted to educate people about it. And I'm going to be taking a trip with a small select group of people on this program. And so I just thought that this is super unique, and I wanted to interview him about the program and just in general talk about some biohacking, if you will. Now, Siva was a former billionaire. He still has a good amount of money, and he decided to focus in on healthcare. He's been into biohacking his own health for the past 15 years. And we could talk a bit about why you got into that. But Siva's a very unique guy in just he's got a lot of knowledge, and I think India is a great place where you could get access to a lot of things that is very difficult in the US, or it would be super expensive. You got to really shop around for a bunch of different doctors, a bunch of different clinics, and he's got all these connections in one place, and he makes it super easy. And since it's also a lot cheaper to get doctors, specialists, and all these kinds of people, he basically is able to cut out all the red tape and do it in a much cheaper way. So I wanted to talk about this program here today, and I also wanted to interview Siva on, just other topics as well. So thank you for coming here, Siva.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, so can you tell people how you got into health in general?
Okay. First, I want to correct. You partially said that I lost billions of dollars. That is true. But right now, I don't have a lot of money to set the record correctly. I did a lot of different business. I launched a satellite. I did a submarine cable. I put the cellular networks in India. And I contributed in this area for the positive growth in India. Last 40 years, I lived in San Francisco, UK, Seychelles, Italy, Singapore, and I took good care of my health. But it used to cost me every month $1 to $3 million. I had my own nurses, doctors, and everything. I came up with this idea: if I can take care of health of everybody at a very low price but same quality, okay, that should be good for people. And 2 years this COVID came, so I came out with a plan, because many people still they don't understand. Once, 2 times COVID, it comes and goes. You get a 99 side effects in your body. Your blood shoots up, your cholesterol goes up, you get brain fog. The number one problem after COVID is brain fog. Okay. Then how do you diagnose it? How do you fix it? And then there are a lot of biohacks. For example, your biohacking technique is in the morning, go and see the sun so that you get in your retina ganglion cells, which helps you to fix your circadian rhythm. You put your foot for 3 minutes in ice and cold water. Okay, then you get cold adaptation. You go to sauna for 21 minutes. You get heat-resistant cells switched on, and all-cause mortality of 67% comes down. And you do a good sleep, okay, and you do a good breathing. Many things we know, but somebody has to choreograph it. For example, you know 26 English letters. It doesn't mean that you can write Shakespeare. Somebody has to train you. So I designed a program for 5 days and 7 days, where we take a biomarker, your blood, which will not lie. We analyze 180 of those things, and then we make an intelligent report. And then, as the case to case, we give you access to 135 specialized doctors we have in Chennai. They are all postgraduates. They are world-renowned doctors. And then we do MRI for you, ultrasound for you. We do DEXA for you. We do body composition for you. Okay. everything you wanted in one place, but you are not staying in a hospital. You are staying in a 5-star hotel, and you are eating Chilean sea bass, Scottish salmon, Japanese scallops, New Zealand lamb chops, and fresh fish caught in the ocean 100 meters away. Okay, and you lose fat. Okay, you do all kind of exercise, and then we look at your posture. Okay, you have a forward head posture, we fix it. You have a problem of a backache, we fix it. All these things we do.
I ate the food twice. I came, the first time I came was in March 2019.
Yes.
And then I was there in October 2022, which was, this past year. And the food was incredible. And also you can order whatever you want. So if you have any kind of food sensitivities, they can give you whatever food you want. And the Chilean sea bass was incredible. And I ate a lot of that. I'm looking forward to eating more Chilean sea bass.
But what is great here is, whatever food you like, you please tell, and you eat unlimited quantities.
And it's all included in the program cost.
Including your laundry. There is nothing which is not included. Once you land in Chennai airport, we pick you up in a luxurious limousine of BMW, and then we see you off there. Everything is included, so you don't need to use your credit card for anything.
Yeah, so I'll tell you how it went down for me. I came to the airport. They picked me up in a BMW, and then I went straight to the hotel, which is a 5-star hotel, as he mentioned. And the first thing they do is they give you, the first morning that you're there, they give you this AIWO 181 profile, which they're testing for 181 biomarkers. And for the people who are coming with me, they're going to get even more biomarkers that I want as well. Is that correct, Siva?
Yes. We will do a special program for Joe. So we can call it as IO 180 plus program. So whatever the test you require, we will do it for you, and it is included.
And I want people to understand that one of the reasons I really like the program is, first of all, I wasn't going to get these tests anywhere in one go, and if I was, it would have cost to get all these tests probably would have cost about $10,000. Oh wait, just the blood test probably would have cost $10,000. The other one, how much does a DEXA scan cost if somebody wants to do that in like the US?
In America, it might cost about $400. MRI will cost, CT scan will cost. Everything is included. And what is great, you are only thinking about the price. We do it in 48 hours. In America, no lab will do this in 4 weeks' time. In UK, it will take 30 days.
Right. So you come here and we're going to have a 5 and a 7 day program, but you get your test done within 48 hours and you already get somebody to look at it. You're going to have a DNA test. So everybody, and I'm going to be in the program as well, this kind of, just to make sure that we're looking at everyone's stuff. But I think it's really important to understand the value of doing this kind of testing. I don't know if you know, Siva, but coming away, the fact that I actually did all these tests twice was super valuable because I was able to see how these things are changing over time and which ones were stable. But even, obviously when you're doing testing, the first time you do that is the most valuable. The second time is going to be the second most valuable. And there's kind of a diminishing returns the more you do it. But I've learned so much from these kinds of tests because even like these B vitamin tests, they're not really, you don't go to a lab or like these vitamins, minerals, toxins, heavy metals. You're not really doing these kinds of tests in a regular clinic or regular doctor without really spending a lot of money. But it's really, I'll go through some of the tests that they do, which is quite a full gamut of tests. So there was the AIWO 181 profile. And then I did probably, I have like probably another 19 tests or whatever. So it's 200 different blood markers. And we're also going to be looking at your DNA, of course. I did the ECG, electrocardiogram, the echocardiogram. I did the treadmill test. I did the omega-3 test. So it tells you your omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. I did the ultrasound screening of the whole abdomen, so that's all my organs and everything. I did a coronary artery calcification score. They did posture screening, so my posture wasn't that great, and you could see after like 15 minutes. They do this, 15-minute protocol, and you could see after how your posture changes with this app. So that's really cool. In 15 minutes, your posture gets significantly better. I did the DEXA scan, so that's the body composition analysis. I got some dental services. I got a
You also did the VO2 max.
The VO2 max I did.
Your VO2 max came very high. You are like a 20-year-old guy. You remember?
Well, you said that nobody got higher on the VO2 max.
No, nobody. In that machine, we have tested 1,400 people, and yours was the best.
Okay.
But the other guys are also not biohackers. They're ordinary people.
Right. So, but I think maybe once I bring some people, these people might be healthier. Hope, but even if not before, we'll make them healthier.
Yeah.
Tell us about the psychological assessment. I did that. That was an interesting thing.
I am not permitted to talk about the company because we signed a non-disclosure. But all I can tell you, this software is used in places like White House and the FBI and CIA. And this company, we have licensed from them. And we will ask you 240 questions. And then we can look into your whole life and help you and manage. We have 2 professional psychologists in our company, and these guys will do the test for you. This test alone cost $1,250 in US, and every 1 hour of coaching cost $300. It is all included freely for you in this 1-week program.
Okay.
You get immense benefit.
You get a massage every day.
Unlimited massages.
A massage, sauna.
Yeah.
I did that.
And,
that was really
all
nice.
the muscle building, exercises, aerobic exercises. And there's a nice sea beach is there. And if you happen to come in January or February, beautiful climate is there.
Yeah, and so I did I did that. The healthy and nutritious meals all included. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we're all going to be. I want to keep it below 15 people because this way we could all sit around the table and eating and talk about a bunch of different health topics and discuss people's health results. I'll be around to answer all kinds of questions, and so will the doctors. So he's got like this massive table where he's got doctors, psychologists, pharmacologists. There's just different healthcare professionals around, and anybody can ask them questions, and I'll be there as well. So I'm really excited because I want to actually go and get my labs done as much as possible, as well as get this whole program as much as possible. And then there's
most important thing, Mr. Joe, you have to mention is after the test and everything before you leave, we customize all the supplements and medicines you require.
And you give those supplements to them before they leave.
Yeah.
That's part of the cost as well.
Part of the cost and free. But one interesting thing I want to tell you, suppose you have a erectile dysfunction and the urologist writes you 100 tablets of Avanafil. It costs $6,000 in America, and we give it free here for you. You are getting supplements and medicines worth about $12,000 to $15,000 in your country. And also those days you are staying for 1 week, you get IV spa free. So you can have as much glutathione you want. Okay.
IVs, so as many IVs as you want. And in the US,
how many IVs you want, you please take it.
And IVs in the US are like, I don't know, $500 a pop.
No, $200 to $1,000 also NAD means. Okay. So all these things are free for you. Of course, the doctor has to recommend, and you can talk to the doctor, and then we give you. See, our idea is wellness, and wellness is not the opposite of illness. Wellness is the absence of illness. And we will dig deep and discover your unmet needs.
I had a doctor give me rapamycin. I haven't taken it yet, but I do definitely want to take it. I just spoke to a longevity expert that was saying that rapamycin was the thing that caused the most longevity in the studies that he researched.
Yeah. The dosage is 2 milligram, I believe. My doctor gave me 2 milligram per week for 10 weeks.
And you only took it for 10 weeks?
Yeah. Because he said once in a year, if I take for 10 weeks, it's more than enough. And I get 18 years. But I'm doing spermidine. I am doing metformin. I am doing so many anti-aging. And one more thing I forgot to tell you in this program, even though they come for 1 week, they get a free access to call all the doctors and nurses and for consultancy free of charge for the next 1 year.
Oh, wow.
We do the hand-holding, yeah. So any of the doctors that you consult, suppose you go to a cardiologist or a urologist and you are living in Spain or in Minneapolis in America, you can call them and talk to them and take their guidance any number of times for that 1 year.
And I would like to add a few things. So first of all, we're going to be giving anyone on the program a free year of Self-Decode subscription. Yeah. So that means they get to look at all of their genes, which I will, we'll have one of Siva's doctors look at it with them. And also I'll be looking at it and answering questions for anyone who has any kinds of questions. And also, you're able to upload all the lab results that you get into the lab analyzer within Self-Decode. And so you could easily access all this information, get all the optimal ranges. So you'll get multiple viewpoints because Siva has his own pamphlet. So you'll get a physical pamphlet, you'll get a PDF, and then you'll also get, it'll be uploaded into Self-Decode, which is also going to be really cool. You can look at all your labs from there. Okay, Siva. Now, can you tell me what is the price of a 5-day trip and a 7-day trip? And by the way, I recommend the 7-day trip. That's what I'll begin.
Yeah, the 5-day trip is $5,000 and the 7-day trip is $6,500.
The 7-day trip, are we able to give a discount to $6,000?
Yeah, we can give it for $6,000.
So that's the pricing is like this. If you come for 5 days, it's $5,000. You come for 7 days, it's $6,000. I do highly recommend the 7-day program because I don't think I got everything in on the 5 days. And I was just from day to night, I was just doing health stuff.
So when you leave this place, you are absolutely sure where you are standing in your certified wellness. The most important thing which no one in the world is doing is anybody who is aged more than 50, we will train you for stability, we will train you for mobility, we will train you for your endurance. And the slogan in IO is we test you, we treat you, and then we heal you. So you get a complete package. It is not that we test you and leave you in the lurch, or we treat you and we are not worried about your results. We will do hand-holding for you till you are 100% healed. Just come and try.
And I want to be clear that everybody, basically almost everybody coming on the program is going to be super knowledgeable on health. So you're going to be speaking with other people that are super knowledgeable. There's going to be me. There's going to be doctors. Siva is one of the most knowledgeable people in health that I've ever seen. He's been biohacking for 15 years. Listening to every podcast out there, reading a bunch of articles, asking doctors questions. So he's obviously super knowledgeable in health. And so he's going to be there answering any kind of questions. I'm going to be there, other biohackers, very knowledgeable people. So that's why I want to make sure that we have the right people there. So I'm going to be hand selecting all the people that are applying. And last but not least, it's going to be a lot of fun. So really, it's going to be a game changer for health. You're going to learn things that I guarantee you didn't know before about your health.
Not only will you learn, you will also practice. We will choreograph for you. And we develop solutions which fit only one person. It is not like a cookie cutter approach. See, taking your biomarkers, we will choreograph what you should do, but that is applicable only to you. It is not applicable to your brother or your girlfriend. No. So it's a customized approach. One solution fits only one. That is our concept.
That's great. I mean, I really believe in precision health, as you know, with Self-Decode, but also I did experience it. You could learn a lot of information, tons, from your genetics, from getting some lab tests from a doctor and wherever you are, but it's really a game changer when you don't have access. I never had the time or kind of even the willpower just to figure out this whole jungle of where do I get this test, where do I get that test. I go to a doctor, they're going to send me to a specialist, and then I got to go there, and for a month, all I'm going to be doing is doing tests. I never had that time. Whereas both times I went to India, I was focused on my health while I was there, but we were also, I was still running the company. I was still getting work done. Thank you for educating us about the program. And we're going to be deciding on the exact date. I don't want to announce a date yet. I want to first publish, speak to some people, see what, is the best date. I'm thinking right now, early March. That's kind of
good thing.
That's what my thinking is now. And I think late February might be a little too early. It might be too condensed because people need some time, but we'll see.
For me, everything is okay.
Yeah.
March is okay. February is okay. No problem. You decide, and then you make your announcement.
I can't wait to come back just because I want these tests again. As many as I can get. I want because every time I come, I learn more and more stuff. And again, I it's just very difficult to get all this stuff in America or right now in Israel or wherever I am. It's very difficult to get this stuff. So thank you very much for the program.
My pleasure.
I'll be seeing you in a few months.
Thank you.
Shortly. All right. Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Bye.